A very pleasant morning to one and all. In our today's session, as we already know about the present scenario of COVID, and we are very well aware about the thing that yes, being a homeopath and being a homeopathic physician, we are not the frontline warrior in this situation. But yes, definitely, according to the Ayush Ministry and the other authorities that are present in our system, they are providing us the free hand job to provide preventive medicines and all. But yes, definitely, as we are seeing that in today's time, there are a lot of people, a lot of patients getting involved in COVID, and a lot of this thing is spreading. There are more than 8 lakhs cases in India that has been registered, and few of the cases, as we all know, that there are few cases which haven't been registered yet also. So all in all, there in future there might be a kind of condition or a kind of thing that will happen when the patient's outflow is so much that we need to rush and we need to help and we need to increase our skills and use certain kind of homeopathic medicines for the mankind. I would say mankind. Now, so for that, what we will do? We will try to encourage ourselves by reading the homeopathic materia medica, enhancing the skills in it. We need to read the repertory more. We need to read a few of the rarest remedies that are acting on the certain system that is mostly involved in corona. We know that there are vivid symptoms of corona. Somebody is only dealing with the respiratory passages, somebody is dealing with the GIT passages, somebody is dealing with nothing, they are asymptomatic. So all in all, there are a lot of variety of patients that are coming our ways in this time, and they are definitely going to come to you in future as this pandemic is crossing the bars across the India. So what we need to do, first we need to understand this thing that what is virus actually. Virus is something in between animate and inanimate. Virus can survive on you only if they found any organism or they found any cell to grow. They are not properly animated also, and they are not properly inanimated also. They are in between something and they survive on it. And second thing that you need to understand very clearly is that they are more prevalent, or they are more commonly occurring at a time when there is seasonal changes. As we all know that rainy season has started. So definitely from summer to rainy, from humidity to rainy, from again rainy to summer, this season is very much favorable for all kind of viruses that can survive on our body. And definitely whenever we are seeing that there are any kind of viral conditions that are attacking our body, the body's defense mechanism getting much and more better with it, and body will reflect in the form of excessive secretion of all the fluids. You all very well aware about the thing that whenever there is any viral kind of infection, then there is excessive secretion of mucous membrane from the nose, lacrimation from the eyes, excessive sputum formation or excessive mucus formation, phlegm formation in the throat, congestion in the chest. So all these things are basically all these things are the main pillars of any viral infection. So viral infection, we know what is viral infection and what are the main symptoms, basic symptoms that are involved in viral infection. Now we need to understand few of the very basic, or I can say very less used remedy that is present in homeopathic materia medica. In the cases of common cold, you can say, respiratory passages disorder, you can say. So the very beautiful remedy is Rumex crispus. This remedy certainly will provide you the bestest result on the mucous membrane, because it is producing excessive amount of mucus inside the body. And we all know that whenever there is any viral attack on our body, definitely our body will try to defend ourselves, and it will take 4 to 5 days to react, and up till then there is excessive secretion of fluid from the body in the form of sweating, in the form of mucus, in the form of urine. So better, why any physician will tell you that keep yourself hydrated. The main reason behind this hydration thing is this, that the body is producing so much defense mechanism against that virus that the body needs to be a bit hydrated, and if you are not feeling thirsty also, then also you have to take drinks for that matter. So Rumex is a kind of medicine that we rarely use in our clinical practice, but whenever you are reading it from Rohlik, you will get the disease symptom that it starts from tickling in the pit of throat. So we all know, and we are all having someday or the other day cold and cough in our life. We all have been attacked by it. So there are many times when many patients will complain, or even ourselves, we have seen that there is some tickling sensation felt first in the throat, and then the cold and cough start. So this medicine will specifically act on that patient's excessive lacrimation afterwards and excessive amount of mucus secretion. It will definitely work in cold and cough, which is directly affecting the respiratory passages and the mucous membrane of the human organism. Another very beautiful remedy is Euphrasia. We all know Euphrasia, we are reading Euphrasia, we are comparing it with Allium cepa, but we are not using it. So I just wanted you all to use Euphrasia as much as you can in your practice, in your daily practice, because it is a very wonderful and a powerful remedy for respiratory passage that can gives you wonders when you are using it. Another very important remedy that we are using Ayurvedically, and we are all behind this remedy, and we are taking that remedy into tea, and that remedy is Ocimum sanctum, that is prepared from Tulsi. We all know what is Tulsi and what are the active ingredient of Tulsi and what Tulsi can do. So again, Ocimum sanctum is also a very wonderful remedy when it comes to symptoms like flu, because we know that we can use it in the crude form, dipping it inside our tea. So we have to know the basic main active ingredient of this remedy, so that we can use it other way also. We can use it homeopathically also. If anything that can be used in crude form, that can also be used homeopathically to the patient also. So this remedy. See, the basic idea behind this video is something that we all know. Few of the polycrest remedy, we all know arsenic, we all know phosphorus, we all know pulsatilla, we all know belladonna, we all know aconite, but these all are the remedies that we know and we are using it, and they are polycrest remedies. But now we have to increase our knowledge of homeopathic materia medica and skills of homeopathic materia medica by reading each and every small remedy that has been targeting our respiratory passage in this pandemic. Because if you are encouraging and enhancing your knowledge of homeopathic materia medica by reading more and more medicines, you will definitely discover more, and you will definitely know about few of the very rarest of rare remedies that can be used in respiratory passage diseases or distresses very wonderful. So we will continue, definitely we will continue by knowing rare remedies of this season, and I hope you all will also enjoy reading boric materia medica and finding the remedies. Hopefully if you can find the remedies of cold and coryza or cough or this pandemic season or changing season, you can definitely share it in the comments box, and we will definitely catch up soon, and by knowing some very much rare remedies in the next session. Thank you.